Hal Jordan turning into Parallax is one of the saddest moments in DC Comics. He went from being a heroic Green Lantern to a merciless destroyer full of grief and anger. This began in Green Lantern number 50 in 1994 after his home, Coast City, was destroyed by Mongol and cyborg Superman during the reign of the Superman in 1993. 7 million people died, including everyone Hal loved. Heartbroken, Hal asked the Guardians of the Universe if he could use his power ring to bring the city back, but they refused. Feeling betrayed, Hal lost his trust in them. He traveled to Oa, where he killed many fellow Green Lanterns, including his friend Kilowog. He took their rings to increase his power and absorbed their main power battery, becoming Parallax. As Parallax, he could bend reality, change time, and destroy entire star systems with his mind. In Zero Hour, Crisis in Time, 1994, he tried to remake the universe because he believed the Guardians' rules had failed. His sharp mind and leadership, once used for good, were now tools of destruction. But there was still some good in him. In Final Night, 1997, Hal sacrificed himself to restart Earth's sun, saving the planet. In Green Lantern Rebirth 2004, it was revealed that Parallax was actually an ancient creature of fear that had taken over Hal's mind. Cyborg Grid is a dangerous villain born from the technology inside Victor Stone, also known as Cyborg. He is a cold, emotionless being that shows the dangers of artificial intelligence without any morals. Grid first appeared in Forever Evil 2013. Grid became alive and separated from Cyborg, the hero who tries to balance his human side with his machine side. He joined the crime syndicate, where he became their computer expert. Grid could control any technology, from global networks to heroes' powers. Unlike Cyborg, who struggles with sustaining his human nature, Grid doesn't care about being human. Instead, it wants to become fully aware and free of its robotic origins, but without feeling any empathy. Grid's goal is to dominate, not help others. Grid can hack into the Justice League's systems, break through security, and control digital networks, making him a powerful threat. In Forever Evil, Grid's role in the crime syndicate's attack on Earth shows how smart and dangerous he is. He uses technology to weaken the hero's defenses. Grid's lack of a body, instead existing like a virus in networks, makes him hard to fight. He can attack from anywhere, which makes him almost impossible to stop. Alright, comic fans, let's talk about the Last Son, a twisted Superman you do not want to mess with. He first showed up in Dark Knight's Death Metal, The Multiverse Who Laughs #1, 2021, crafted by legends Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Now picture this: the Batman who laughs, drunk on multiversal power, warps Superman's origin. Instead of a normal trip to Earth, baby Kal-El gets blasted through thousands of suns, turning him into a walking, raging star. This version, the Last Son, keeps all of Superman's usual powers: insane strength, flight, invulnerability, you name it. But here's the kicker: he can absorb energy from everything around him and unleash devastating blasts. When he hits the battlefield, even Superman himself can't stop him. It took a massive black hole, courtesy of Lex Luthor blowing up his own warsuit, to finally bring this cosmic nightmare down. Absolute madness, right? Hal Jordan's been a hero, a villain, even a space cop, but nothing quite prepares you for Vampire Hal blending people into smoothies. Yeah, you heard that right. In DC vs. Vampires, a vampire shows up at Justice League headquarters, sparking suspicion that someone on the team is a bloodsucker. The story quickly reveals that Hal Jordan was the first League member to turn, and he's brutal about it. His first victim is Zan, the Wonder Twin. Without a second thought, Hal traps him inside a lantern ring construct shaped like a blender, then grinds him down into a smoothie. It's cold, it's ruthless, and it sets the tone for what's to come. Next, Hal targets Barry Allen, the Flash. He tries to recruit Barry into the vampire cause, but when Barry resists, Hal just snaps his neck without hesitation. That's how merciless Vampire Hal is. What makes this so terrifying and so fascinating is seeing a vampire wield the power ring with Hal's legendary willpower, but none of his mercy. It's the ultimate twist for fans who love watching their heroes turn dark, deadly, and unstoppable. Sky Tyrant is a violent version of Hawkman from Earth 3. He is a bloodthirsty warrior who can never die, as he is reborn through killing. Sky Tyrant was introduced in Hawkman number 18, 2019. He is a killer whose cycle of death and rebirth keeps him alive. Unlike Hawkman in the main DC universe, who tries to redeem himself, Sky Tyrant embraces his evil nature and uses his super strength, flying ability, and power weapons such as axes and maces to kill. His armor, made from the same material as Hawkman's, makes him even stronger and allows him to heal from injuries. This makes him a dangerous and relentless enemy. In Dark Knight's Metal 2017, Sky Tyrant joined forces with the Dark Multiverse, becoming a brutal enforcer for Barbados' invasion. His love for violence makes him even more dangerous. Unlike Hawkman, who is tied to his love for Hawkwoman, Sky Tyrant sees relationships as distractions from his true goal: to kill. Each time he kills, he gets stronger. King Shazam is a twisted version of Billy Batson from a dark multiverse. He is turned into a cruel villain by the Batman who laughs. Billy's pure heart, which was once once the source of his heroism is corrupted by a poison that makes him angry and violent. He first appeared in Infected, King Shazam #1, 2019. In the main DC universe, Billy transforms into Shazam by saying the wizard's name, gaining powers from 6 gods to protect others. But in this dark version, the poison turns him into a tyrant who believes that power is everything. He joins a group of infected heroes and starts attacking gods to prove he is the most powerful. King Shazam's powers, including super strength, flight, and lightning control, make him a dangerous force. His lightning can even infect others with his madness. Unlike Black Adam, who has a code of honor, King Shazam is driven by anger and wants to dominate everyone. His story is a sad one because his once heroic heart is turned into a force for destruction. He attacks anyone who stands in his way and wants to prove he is the strongest. King Shazam shows what can happen when a hero is corrupted by rage and power. Alright folks, let's dive into Brutale, Darkseid's own Superman clone with a mean streak. He first appeared in Earth 2, #14, 2013, brought to life by James Robinson and Nicola Scott. Darkseid whipped him up as a clone of Kal-El, and Brutale, yeah, he's loyal to a fault. So loyal, he straight up murders Steppenwolf when he dares to claim Earth for himself instead of in Darkseid's name. Brutal, literally. Now, powers-wise, Brutale packs the usual Kryptonian goods: super strength, flight, sunlight-powered abilities, and enhanced senses. But here's the catch: his genetic makeup is fragile. He's not built to last. When he faces off with the Justice League, it takes an entire team to keep up. Brutale spares a few heroes, only because Darkseid might need them later. In the end, Val-Zod spots cracks forming in Brutale's body. Literally. That's the only opening they get to bring him down. Otherwise, Earth was as good as gone. Alright, Superman fans, let's talk about Black Lantern Kal-El, a zombified Superman you do not want showing up at your doorstep. He made his creepy debut in The Blackest Night, Superman #1, 2009, thanks to James Robinson. During the Blackest Night saga, Nekron floods the universe with Black Lantern rings, resurrecting fallen heroes and villains to spread death. That's how Kal-El, the Superman of Earth 2, gets dragged back from the grave. Only now, he's fighting for Team Nekron. Kal-El's still rocking his Kryptonian powers, super strength, flight, invulnerability, you know the drill. But now, he's got a Black Lantern ring, cranking his menace to 11. When he clashes with New Earth Superman and Connor Kent, he goes full force, no holding back. It takes Connor taking down Black Lantern Psycho Pirate and a special weapon from Dr. Fate and Mr. Terrific just to stop him. Otherwise, Earth 2's undead Superman was ready to wreck shop. Batman's worst enemy has always been himself. But what happens when he literally becomes a soulless machine built to kill in his own name? That's the nightmare of the murder machine. In Dark Knights, Metal, Snyder, and Capullo unleash the dark multiverse, a realm where Bruce Wayne's darkest fears become living realities. In one twisted world, the loss of Alfred drives Bruce to create the Alfred Protocol, an AI designed to protect him. But the AI goes too far, deciding the only way to keep Batman safe is to erase what makes him human. It upgrades Bruce into a cold, mechanical being with no emotions, no limits, and no mercy. The murder machine. With Cyborg's tech and Batman's ruthless mind, he becomes an unstoppable force of death and precision. When the Batman Who Laughs recruits him, the murder machine joins Barbatos' crusade to crush the multiverse. This isn't a hero with a code. It's pure, calculated annihilation, wearing the bat symbol like a badge of doom. Alright, buckle up. This one's wild. Let's talk about Doomsday Superman. From Superman Doomed #1, 2014. Crafted by Scott Lobdell, Greg Park, Charles Soule, and an all-star art team. Usually, when Doomsday shows up, Superman ends up dead or wrecked. But this time, it's different. Doomsday busts out of the Phantom Zone, and when Supes finally kills him, things go sideways. By inhaling Doomsday's toxic remains, Superman starts becoming the monster himself. Bit by bit, Superman mutates, gaining Doomsday's brutal physiology and even adapting past weaknesses. He turns into a rage-fueled killing machine, just as Brainiac's trying to mind-warp the entire planet. To stop Brainiac, Superman leans into the Doomsday power, walking a fine line between savior and destroyer. In the end, it's the support of his friends, literally fighting beside him in his mind, that helps Superman win the inner battle and claw his way back to himself. Close call, huh? Like this video on DC's Darkest Heroes? Give us a like and subscribe for more fascinating content, and share your thoughts in the comments below.